They say love conquers all, but sometimes love alone is not enough. Knowing when to leave a marriage or relationship is one of life's hardest choices. It's not about giving up, it's about choosing yourself when the cost of staying becomes too high. One marriage vs. relationship, understanding the difference. The decision to leave is influenced by the nature of your bond. Marriages often come with legal, financial, and social obligations, such as shared assets or children, which add layers of complexity. Walking away can feel like dismantling a life you built. Relationships, on the other hand, are usually less legally binding but no less emotionally significant. Understanding this difference helps you evaluate the gravity of your decision and the practical steps involved. Whether married or dating, the goal is the same: to thrive, not just survive. When to leave, both the universal red flags. Abuse in any form. Abuse is never acceptable, whether physical, emotional, or psychological. Physical abuse: this is a clear, non-negotiable sign to leave. If your partner lays hands on you in anger, no apology or excuse can justify staying. Physical abuse is not just a single event, it often escalates over time, putting you in increasing danger. Emotional abuse: this is more subtle but just as damaging. It includes constant criticism, name-calling, or belittling your opinions and feelings. Over time, it chips away at your self-worth. Psychological abuse: this often involves gaslighting, where your partner manipulates you into doubting your perceptions, making you feel crazy. This form of abuse is designed to control you, and it's a serious red flag. If you're experiencing any form of abuse, prioritize your safety. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or support organizations for help. You deserve to feel safe and respected in your own home. Emotional torture. Emotional torture can be just as unbearable as physical abuse. It manifests in ways like the silent treatment, where your partner shuts down communication to punish you. Another example is emotional neglect, where your needs are ignored, leaving you feeling invisible and unloved. A common scenario is when your partner is good outside but bitter inside. They may seem charming and loving to others, but behind closed doors, they are cold, dismissive, or cruel. This duality creates confusion and makes you question your reality. Emotional torture erodes your mental health over time, leaving you drained and questioning your self-worth. If your home feels more like a battlefield than a sanctuary, it's time to consider leaving. Addiction without effort to change. Addiction can devastate relationships, especially if your partner refuses to acknowledge or address the issue. A drunkard or substance abuser often creates chaos. They may neglect responsibilities, become unreliable, or even endanger your safety. The problem isn't just the addiction, but the refusal to seek help. If they don't recognize their behavior as a problem, their actions will continue to affect you. Supporting someone through addiction is noble, but not when it comes at the cost of your well-being. If they're unwilling to change, it's time to let go. Chronic infidelity. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When your partner cheats repeatedly, they're breaking not just your trust, but the respect and commitment they owe you. Infidelity isn't just about physical betrayal, it's also the lies, deceit, and disregard for your feelings. Chronic cheating indicates a pattern, not a mistake. While forgiveness is possible, it's hard to rebuild trust when the betrayal happens over and over. Staying in such a relationship often leads to resentment and a loss of self-esteem. No one deserves to feel like they're constantly being replaced or lied to. When to leave a relationship. While marriages often come with deeper commitments, relationships can also reach a breaking point. Here's when to consider leaving. When growth is absent. A healthy relationship should help you grow as a person. If your partner refuses to improve themselves, doesn't share your goals, or actively holds you back, it's a sign to move on. Examples include partners who are complacent in life or who dismiss your dreams and aspirations. If you're growing and they're stagnant, you'll eventually grow apart. When you're settling. Staying in a relationship out of convenience, fear of loneliness, or societal pressure is unfair to both you and your partner. Are you with them because you genuinely love them, or because it's easier than starting over? Settling leads to long-term dissatisfaction and regret. When to leave a marriage. Marriages are often harder to leave because of the deeper commitments involved. However, there are clear signs that it's time to walk away. When love turns to contempt. Contempt is one of the strongest predictors of divorce. It shows up as sarcasm, eye-rolling, or outright disdain for your partner. If every conversation feels like a fight or every action is criticized, it's a sign that love has been replaced by resentment. When there's no partnership. Marriage is a team effort. If you're the only one contributing emotionally, financially, or physically, it becomes a one-sided relationship. Examples include a partner who refuses to work, contribute to household responsibilities, or engage in parenting. Over time, the imbalance can become unbearable. Before you decide, check yourself. Before walking away, reflect on your role and efforts in the relationship. Have you communicated your needs? Have you sought professional help, like couples counseling? Are your expectations realistic, or are you holding your partner to impossible standards? Sometimes issues can be resolved with better communication or external support. However, if you've tried everything and the situation remains toxic, leaving may be the healthiest choice. Choose yourself. Leaving a relationship or marriage isn't about failure, it's about valuing yourself enough to seek peace and happiness. Abuse, neglect, addiction, and betrayal are clear signs that staying isn't worth the cost. Whether it's a long-term marriage or a new relationship, know that walking away isn't the end, it's a new beginning. Life is too short to live in misery. Choose yourself, even when it's hard. You deserve to be in a relationship that uplifts, supports, and loves you in every way.